I am still working on chapter 1 overview. Here we go. I'm on number 22. They're complementary. That means they add to 90. So I can add these two up and they're going to equal 90. So 12x, what is that, minus 3 plus 7x minus 2 equals 90. 12, 7 is 19x minus 5 equals 90. Plus 5 on both sides. 19x equals 95. 95 divided by 19 is 5. X equals 5. I'm going to scooch this so I can fit it. X equals 5. Find measure angle R. So angle R is this one. 12 times 5 minus 3 is 60 minus 3, or 57 degrees. 1 and 2 form a linear pair. Linear pair are 180 degrees. They make a straight line. So I can add these two things up, and they're going to equal 180. So that plus that is 8x. That plus that is 20 equals 180. 8x equals 160. X equals 20. All right, find the measure of each angle. So measure of angle 1. Angle 1 is going to be 5 times 20 plus 9. So that's 109. Measure of angle 2. 3 times 20 plus 11 is 60 plus 11 is 71. And those add up to 180, so I know I did it right. Vertical angles. Vertical angles are equal to each other. So 17x plus 1 equals 20x minus 14. Vertical angles are equal to each other. Minus 17x minus 17x. 1 equals 3x minus 14. Plus 14 plus 14. 15 equals 3x. X equals 5. I'm not done. Find the measure of angle 2. Measure of angle 2. 20 times 5 minus 14. 100 minus 14. 86 degrees. Name two complementary angles. Complementary add to 90. There's my 90 box right there. So angle 4 and angle 5 are complementary. Supplementary add to 180. The only one that looks like it's automatically going to add to 180 is that one, I think. So we're going to say angle 5 and angle 1 are supplementary. That means 180, while complementary means 90. And then if I wanted to name a linear pair there, 5 and 1. Angle 5 and angle 1 are also a linear pair. Find the distance between each pair of points. Okay, y'all, distance formula. This is one you need. Okay, I use a squared plus b squared equals c squared every single time. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Which means I can just find the square root of both sides. I'm going to rewrite this a little bit. And to find the a, I'm going to do x minus x, x2 minus x1. To find the b, I'm going to do y2 minus y1. That's a y. Okay, find the distance between each pair of points. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, my a's I'm going to find. I'm going to do, let's do it in a different color. 6 minus negative 8 squared plus my b's. Negative 1 minus negative 2 squared. You could put that whole thing in your calculator. It will give you what you need. So let's see, 6 plus 8 is 14. 14 squared is 196. All right, negative 1 plus 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1. So I need the square root of 197. the square root of 197 is a correct answer. You could leave your final answer like that. It would totally work. You could also convert it to a decimal. 14 point, it said to the nearest hundredth, so 14.04. We're going to have to revisit some of our calculator tricks to remember how to do this. All right, distance between these 2 points. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. My x's. What did I do my y's in? My y's. So a squared is going to be 4 minus negative 4. 4 minus negative 4. That's my a squared. Plus b squared. 0 minus 5 squared. So what's that? 8 squared plus negative 5 squared. So 5 squared is going to end up being positive. You could have also put that whole thing in your calculator if that's easier. So 8 squared plus 5 squared is 89. So I need the square root of 89. It's just the square root of 89, which is going to simplify to 9.43. We got to remember our distance formula, guys. Okay, find the midpoint. Midpoint is the middle. So I'm going to stack these to make sure that I'm getting this right. So -1, -5, and -5, 9. I need something that is going to be in the middle between these. So in the middle between -1 and -5. Let's see. The other way to do it, remember, is x plus x. Find the average, right? So let's do -1 plus -5 divided by 2. That's -6 divided by 2 is -3. Y'all, doesn't that make sense? Isn't that smack dab in the middle? -2, -4, smack dab in the middle. Easy. Good. Glad we remember this. Okay, and my y's, I need something in between -5 and 9. Find the average. So 5, okay, so -5 plus 9 divided by 2, that's going to be 4 divided by 2 is 2. And if it helps to make a number line, let's make a number line. So if I have -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's my number line, okay? So cross out 3, cross out 3, cross out 3, cross out 1, 2, 3, cross out 1, cross out 1. Haha, 2 is smack dab in the middle. Middle makes sense. Midpoint, middle. Do it. All right, midpoint between these two. Let's stack them. Let's do it again. 7, -2, and -4, 2. I need the thing that's going to be in the middle. Well, that one's easy. In between -2 and 2 is 0. Whoop, whoop. Now, my x's, though, are a little harder. You can draw a number line. You can count it out. 7 plus -4 divided by 2. It's going to be 3 divided by 2. So technically, that's going to be 1.5. If you put that on a number line, you're going to get a little crooked. It's going to be smack dab in the middle. But it works. M is the midpoint. A is a point on the segment. Find the other point. Okay. So M is my midpoint. So M is already the middle. A is the other side. So I need to figure out B over here. So if we already have our middle. We already have our middle. So that means to get to the middle, I went down 5. So let me just go down 5 more. What's that? -2. And let's double check our work. If I have 8 plus -2, so x plus x divided by 2. So if I have 8 plus -2 divided by 2, that is going to be 3. So we got it right. Good. Okay. Let's check the other side. Down 5, down 5 more. So it's just going to be 0. And if I have 5, isn't that smack dab in between 0 and 10? Sure is. So my other point is -2, 0. All right, same idea. We have already been given my midpoint. My midpoint is 0, -1. A is -4, -7. And we do not know, whoops, what B is yet. All right, looks like here I went up 4. So let's go up 4 more. Because 0 is smack dab in between 4 and -4. Logical. Right here, looks like I went up 6. So let's go up 6 more and up at 5. My other point is 4, 5. I'm going to check my work. So if I take my two x's, x plus x divided by 2, -4 plus 4 divided by 2 equals 0. Cool, cool. And then y plus y divided by 2, -7 plus -1 divided by 2 is -8. Oh, divided by 2. -4. Shoot. Not -1. What have I done wrong? I know what I did wrong. I pretended like 1 was my midpoint. 1 is not my midpoint. I need to know what is in the middle between -7 and 5. So that plus that is -2. -2 divided by 2 is -1. Whew. This is where we check our work, guys. Make sure you got it right. So my final answer is 4, 5 as my other point. And that, my dears, is chapter 1. If you need to go back and find all your homeworks on distance and midpoint, do that. If you need to Google distance and midpoint practice, do that. That's the one that gets us every time.